how's that going to feel? So they asked the doctors, how much time does he have? They say 2 days. So in this situation, they asked this boy, okay, you're going to die. What do you want to do with your life in the next 2 days? What do you want to do? And surprisingly, he says, I want to go outside. I just want to go outside. This guy grew up probably on a farm or something, and he spent his time outside. So he wants to go outside. So you know how, I mean, I don't know if you know this, but like if you're a nurse or you're a doctor and you've done everything you can, and you're just completely horrified at the fact that this 15-year-old is going to die, and he has one request, you're going to move heaven and earth to fulfill that one request. And that's exactly what they do. They get this boy the hospital bed outside. He's on a BiPAP machine the respiratory therapists have put together. So this guy is outside. And they're not putting him outside to get better. This is his dying wish. They also use this thing called a Firefly. It's like a light device that they were using. I'll be honest, I don't know which did it.
The Firefly, what's that?
It's a light device that gives off light at different wavelengths. And they would use that for about 3 times a day for 5 minutes. This guy does not die. After the first day, his white count starts to come down. That's like a measure of the infection that's going on in the lung. And by the way, they do a CT scan of his lung before this all starts, and it's just the remaining lung on the right is just filled with infection. It's horrible. By the second day, the white count comes down even more. And by the way, they haven't changed any of the other treatment. By this point, he's been in for 6 weeks. He has not seen the light of day. And he's still getting the powerful antifungal medication, amphotericin B and posaconazole. All of these things are really high-powered drugs that just completely fight fungus, but it's not working. He's getting worse. But now, he's out for the second day. The white count's coming down, which is good enough. It's a good sign. His oxygen requirement is coming down. That's a good sign. He's requiring less and less oxygen. By the time he gets to day 5, okay, we're already past 2 days. He's off the BiPAP. He's on regular, just nasal cannula oxygen that you see people wearing on their nose. The doctors are scratching their head. They're like, we should get a CT scan to see what's going on. So Amy tells me that they get a CT scan of this guy, and they're in the room, and some even like swear under their breath, like they're completely amazed. Because on the CT scan, obviously the left lung is still gone, but the right lung, the disease is probably 60, 70% gone. And he's still alive. He goes home. There's no sign of the disease after treatment. And she just communicated with me to tell me that he just got his Make-A-Wish thing for his cancer. He's continuing treatment. And she just can't believe that he was literally 2 days away from dying. They changed nothing. They changed none of his treatments. The only thing that they did was they took him outside, and they were using this Firefly before inside, but they were using it more consistently when he got outside.
Maybe hospitals should be outside.
This is exactly what, okay, so if you wanted to know what my drive was, what it is, my purpose that I'm doing right now, I'm working at 3 different hospitals, and I'm trying to work in each of those 3 different hospitals to try to get patients outside. The biggest barrier that we have is staff taking those patients outside. That's the thing that's the hardest. But this is what we used to do, Stephen. This is what we used to, when we built hospitals at the turn of the century, we had hospital rooms where beds could be taken out onto the veranda and people could get sunlight. I would love to see a time where we could go back to that type of effect. There are studies that have been done. People in a 2-bed room, if you're the bed closer to the window, you get discharged from the hospital faster, on average.
Really?
Yes.
I need to swap sides of the bed with my girlfriend. She's on the sunny side.
There's so much evidence for this. People who are in hospitals that have bigger windows, they give better surveys. And hospitals' reimbursement is tied to the surveys that they get from patients. So it's literally a win-win-win. If hospitals started to, I believe, get patients outside, and they're already doing this. I don't want to say that this isn't happening. There are hospitals that have programs to get patients outside. I think we just ought to be doing it a lot more.
That's amazing. This is amazing. Diary of a CEO and background medical lectures explained clearly. Vitamin D expert, the fastest way to dementia and big lie about sunlight. So yeah, it's not just vitamin D from sunlight, it's a lot of other benefits. I get a lot of it and I'm feeling healthy. Being outside with tennis and pickleball, for example. Martial arts is inside, but that's okay. Yeah, and I still put lotion on outside to stop skin cancer, but I'm out there a lot and I'm feeling great. So yeah, there it is, everybody. Get outside as much as you can. Bye for now.